Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It's Monday, and here we are again. The weekend is gone, but it's a 2-day week pretty much because Mental Health Guy, welcome back. So we're Drew 2, welcome. We are headed to 2020. We are just days away from the new year. So I am Mary. Nice to see you. Mopar, Charles, welcome. And Pazreen, welcome, you guys. Thank you for coming in. So we're going to talk about relationships today. Charles from South Carolina, welcome. And are they one-sided? Is your relationship one-sided? There are some questions that you can ask yourself, and depending on how you answer it, your relationship might be one-sided, and you may have to reassess it. God rules forever. Welcome. But also, in the meantime, I'm Elbelin. In the meantime, I'd like to hear from you some of your New Year's resolutions. Hi, Jim Morrison. And in between some of the things I'm talking about, because I always get fascinated with that. As a matter of fact, my YouTube last Friday was about doing the realistic resolutions. If you didn't catch that, that was last Friday's episode. Mr. Mojo Rising. Okay. Hi, David. So I'll introduce myself first because I always forget to do that, and I'm remembering today, so good for me. My name is Prasanna Snee. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I am here Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Not this Wednesday because it's New Year's Day, vacation time. And I have a license in marriage and family counseling, like I said, and I have a master's in psychology to be a better Christian in 2020. And how do you see that playing out? How do you see yourself being a better Christian? Good goal. Hi, Rosie and Spidey Low. So I'm just gonna start talking about the relationship, but in between, just let me know what your resolutions are. Mateo, welcome. Hola, Mateo. I've been married for 34 years in a fairly one-sided relationship. Fortunately, I'm usually pretty easy. Okay, so hi, Dark Set. So pretty easy, but are you happy in a one-sided relationship? I'll just do a couple at a time while people are telling me, hi, Jam, their New Year's resolutions. And like I said, if you haven't made any, aloha, be more active in godly faith. Okay, so being a better Christian, being more active in godly faith is how you see yourself being a better Christian. Used to be. Okay, I feel they're not happy, then it is not worth it. I don't have a girlfriend that I do Tinder doesn't work. Oh, I'm old-fashioned that way. It's good to meet people in the world. But yes, I would think that it would be very frustrating. Hi, Paul. When did you come in? And Big Money, welcome. And Livon, welcome. To get out in the water and surf more. Okay. Hey, hon. So, as I said in my YouTube video, last Friday's YouTube video, I talked about ways in which we can do our resolutions, because I think a lot of us tend to get overzealous. And so those are good. So you're saying go out in the water and surf more. Okay, so what does that look like? Are you saying go out in the water and surf more every day, a few days a week, a few times a day? So what does that look like? And a lot of people, especially in the skits that I did in my YouTube, they get overzealous and they decide to do too much. They think too big. Okay, so you're so glad to be single. Well, good for you. I'm glad you're happy being single. I am an actor too. Yeah, kinda. If you've seen my YouTube, have you seen some of my skits? Yeah, I love it though. Okay, hi, Red Dragon. So yeah, so keep the resolutions very, very doable. Okay, and my husband was in one of my skits too. So hi, Dania. So one of the ways that you can tell, do you? Oh, that's cool. I would like to do that in real life too. So one of the ways, number one, let's just start with number one, that you can tell that you're in a one-sided relationship is that you don't feel secure. There's always a sense of uneasiness with that person. They kind of maybe hold the power in the relationship, and you just feel insecure. You're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's one way that you can tell it's one-sided. If you feel like you're the one that does everything, that you're the one who loves more, And sometimes people feel that way, like I love more than they love me. Then that means the other person has the power. Hi, Sean. So that's one-sided. That is a one-sided part. Hi, Mike or Miko, the artist. Okay. So another way that you can tell that it's one-sided, you're continuously second guessing your partner's motives. Okay, so they do something, they say something, and you're not 100%, it doesn't settle with you. You're always second guessing, well, why did they say that? Why did they do that? So you're just, so wait, I'm confused. Okay, what are you confused about, Jim? What are you confused about? Who has the power now? The power is usually the one that doesn't care as much as the other person. That's the one who has the power. She loves me just as much, but different than what I need. Okay, so have you ever tried sitting down and having a conversation with her? Because people may love each other, but express it in very different ways, Yeah, exactly. Hell yes. So if you see love as someone who brings you coffee in bed, and the person just doesn't do that, maybe they just give you cards once a month, she gets angry too. Yeah, so you have to sit down with her and say, look, let's talk about this. Happy New Year. Let's talk about our relationship. I think we need to revisit what our expectations are. Thank you, Denise. When did you come in here? And thank you for the super hearts. So revisit the relationship, because if one of you is unhappy, the relationship is not on solid ground at all. Happy New Year to you. And Kale, welcome. So it is not on solid ground if you are not happy. And if you're expecting something and you never get that back, then it's just seething underneath. How United, it's just always seething, the unhappiness is seething underneath. And one day you're going to blow. A handsome man, an ex cheated on me with a bull. Cheating is not always based on looks. That's why all these beautiful movie stars get left and their guys have affairs or their women have affairs. It's not always about looks. December 31st. Oh my God, that's tomorrow. Okay, well, happy birthday early for you. I'm doing great. So I think it's important that we talk with a partner about our expectations. Because like I said, you don't want to be in an uneven relationship, because it always feels unsettling, right? Okay. You feel, hi CI and Colin, you feel like you're always lacking something, like there's always something missing, okay? Bowfinger, you know what? I think I saw that movie a long time ago. I think I saw that. Yeah, it's a long time though. I'd have to see it again. But if you feel it's hard to be 50-50, yes, I would say yes, it's hard to be 50-50. But let's say that whatever you're not 50-50 on, I mean, those have to be the big events in life, the main things in your life. If you're not 50-50 on what movies you watch or picking up the socks or things like that, there's not going to be ever 100%. But that wouldn't make you necessarily unhappy. But if the cause of unhappiness is a big one, then that definitely needs to be addressed, because is that how you want to live your life forever with this person? You have to address it. You have to address the situation and say, you know what, I'm not happy that you never go on date nights with me. I'm not happy that let's talk about what we can do to change that in the new coming year. I don't know why she did that. I don't know. Without knowing her and without her being here, there's no way I can answer that question. Okay. Well, it's never good. If you have to force someone to have sex with you, that is never good. That's almost like rape. It's never good to force someone. If they don't want to have sex with you, then maybe there are other underlying issues there that you're not aware of. And maybe you're just forcing her hand. I did Crossing Delaney. I think I've seen that. I've seen that, Charles. I do. I think it was good from what I remember. Okay. So after you have conversations with that person or any kind of interaction, this is another way you feel it's one-sided. You feel empty inside. You feel like nothing got resolve. Maybe you're doing all the talking, you're doing all the requests, and you're getting nothing back. Hi, Leslie. You're getting nothing back. And the other person is just like they're there, and they're maybe contributing somewhat, but not enough to fill you up. Hi, Paul, again. Welcome. I'm glad you're here today. So you have to really look. Well, we can't generalize. Generalizing, why are men stupid? You can't generalize all men are stupid. I'm a young and rich and full of energy. Yeah, well, it's hard without her sitting there to find out why she did what she did. It's hard to say. You may think that the way who you are as a person is what attracts her, but maybe there's something that was missing for her. Yeah, unto their soul, while my marriage is in turmoil and it's helped me step back. Good for you, Allie. That book, I'm telling you, it's fantabulous. I love it. It's so good. Very powerful, though. What is the very powerful, Jim? Hi, from Turkey, Istanbul. Welcome. RP Resurrector. Welcome. All right. So the woman. Well, the woman can be powerful, but so can the man. Both can have a lot of power in their relationships, depending on how, if they're not working together, one can hold something over the other person's head, okay? And then you have an unbalanced relationship. No, you know what? You keep saying old fat bull dudes, I don't know anything about your situation, so I can't answer that, okay? Maybe this fat old dude is really nice and has, is very cultured or whatever. Okay, all right, I will. I mean, that's just, okay, enough is enough. We both want it our own ways. Okay, that will never work. If you both want it your own way, it is never going to work because a relationship means compromising and working in unison, okay? Okay, so... another way that it shows that your relationship is one-sided, you want to go deeper. You want to make the relationship have more depth, and you're getting nothing back. It's all your efforts are unrequited. That's another way you can tell, and you're gonna feel this like a block. You're gonna feel a block in your way. You have to be with him. Have to be with him. I don't know. Hi, Marco. Anyway, so if you're trying to deepen the relationship and you're putting all your effort into it and both of you are doing it, then yes, then it's going to work. You learn to let go of expectations. So you get nothing back. If you get nothing back, I am wondering why are you with a person that does not want to work with you and that you get from whom you get nothing back in a one-sided relationship? What is holding you there? What was it like in the beginning, and what was the trigger that made it change? Yes, absolutely, Sean. There has to be reciprocity, because if there isn't, you might as well just be living by yourself and be alone. Sometimes it's better to be alone than be in a bad relationship from whom you're getting nothing, okay? That's a one-sided relationship, and that is never good, okay? So if you have feelings, but you're afraid to share them with your partner because you don't think they're going to be taken seriously, you take care of your boyfriend. Well, good for you. He's lazy. Well, hi, Barnes. Not everybody in Diamonds, not everybody is going to be the same. People, like, I make the bed every night, but I know that if I were on a vacation, my husband would not make the bed every day. He just wouldn't. So we're different in that way, but we are the same in the things that count, okay? If a guy says he likes me, hi, Unique. So you have to, like I said, if you want to share your feelings, but you don't feel like you can because you're not going to get a response that you want, or you're not going to get anything back, then there is a problem there. I'm sorry, but we're over. Who's over? I'm sorry, Jim. I don't even know what you're talking about right now. And Diamonddale, we're done. Huh? Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay, explain yourself. We're done. Okay, who is we? You and me are done? Or you and your boyfriend are done? Or you, who? A guy tells his friends about me that he loves me and misses me. Oh, okay, so if someone tells expresses that they love and miss you to someone else, what do you do about the problem? Do you just walk away? All right. I would question, what happened? When did it start going south? Have you been to counseling? Have you been to couples counseling? Because that can help a lot. What is the main issue? Is there love there? Do you love each other? Because if there's true love in there, you would work with each other to make the relationship better instead of digging in your heels and saying it's going to be my way. And in some relationships, it is that way, and that relationship will not work. What's the problem? What is the problem? When did it start? Sometimes one person just has to give a little for the other person to come around. But if a guy tells his friends about me saying he loves me and misses me, it's my way or the highway. Yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. It never does. Your way or the highway, you're going to end up alone unless you're living with somebody who is very meek and weak and is afraid to be alone themselves, so they'll take whatever you dish out to get a counselor to understand. Well, so what is the alternative, Allie? What is the alternative? You stay in a relationship where you're unhappy and no one is willing to budge. That's the alternative. And making a relationship work does take a lot of energy. But why would he tell his friends about you? I'm not sure of the story there. Right back. Hi, Hood Bless. So it looks like looks aren't really important to women. Okay, again, you're generalizing. Looks can be important, but sometimes there are more things that are more important than looks. Many times, okay? Exactly, because he loves you. There are things, people can leave other people for someone that's less attractive, because just because you're attractive doesn't mean you're a good person. That doesn't mean have a good moral compass, or that you're caring and loving. Just because you're good looking doesn't mean that that's the case. If a guy act like he likes you, meaning always calls you through the day telling you what he's doing, what you only get one life. Absolutely, Charles. Doesn't mean, okay, doesn't mean what? All right. So the other one, if you were the one doing all the work in the relationship, it's one-sided. If you're the one that's doing everything, you think of all the dates, you do all the cooking, you come up with, hey, let's talk, let's do this, and the other person just sits there like some sort of a doll in a cabinet, then that's a problem too. Why are you with that person? Why are they with you? Maybe they don't want to be alone. They'd rather be with somebody than be with no one. But a relationship takes a lot of work. And yes, counseling does take energy. But, if a guy tells his friends about me, okay, you're still back to that again. I don't even know what you're saying, Barnes. But I'm going to ignore that from now on. When do you know when to let a relationship go versus fighting for it? Oh, that's an excellent question. Okay, so that's a really good question. When do you know when to let the relationship go or keep fighting for it? If there is love there, and if both of you say, I love you and I love you, let's make this work, let's go to counseling, then I say that is worth the work, okay? But, I'm not from New Jersey, unfortunately. Mrs. likes me and I'm his favorite. Okay, so if you're working, let's say, and you're working to make this relationship better and you're not getting anything back, it's one-sided and it's been going on for months, maybe even years in some cases, then there is no point in going on. You are wasting your time. If you're saying, hey, where are we going? What is the future of our relationship? Let's work. Let's do this. If you are the only one doing that and you're not getting anything back, you're wasting your time. So no, that would not be worth it. Unless each person says, I know we have problems. I have problems. You have problems. We're having issues. Let's go and get some help. You sound selfish. Okay. All right. So another, if you feel like the relationship is very tenuous, okay, it does apply to families. Yes, it really does too, because families are built on relationships. And it could be the same way if you're always the one calling, if you're always the one trying to make amends, if you're always the one reaching out, and the other person never, ever gives anything back. And this has been going on. You could have a conversation to find out, hey, it seems like I'm the only one who always calls you. And maybe they are very happy to hear from you, but they never reach for that phone. Pay the rent. Okay. Yeah. Well, if they rub it in your face, then that's not the right relationship. Know yourself, blah, blah. Okay. Know your self-worth. Yes, your self-worth is very important. And if you are losing your self-worth and who you are in that relationship, then it is time to look at your relationship and assess what is happening there. And, leaving a relationship and starting anew is very painful. I've been there myself. Okay, let's just mute this user. Okay. What do some people deny there's a problem? Because I'll tell you why, Sean. Because when you accept that there is a problem, you know that you have to do something about it. Because if you know there is a problem, I have the most difficult time accepting pain. I think this is a thing for a lot of people, Ali, not just you. But people don't want to feel pain. And this is one reason why they don't want to accept that there's a problem. They don't want to admit it. Because once they admit it, they don't do anything about it. That's like saying, well, I know the house is on fire, but I'm not going to put it out. Then what are you doing, right? But if you're saying, I know the house is on fire, let's call the fire department, let's get buckets of water or whatever, then you're doing something about it, but that takes energy. And some people don't want to expend that energy. So if they bury their heads in the sand and say, I don't want to deal with it, I'm not even going to accept there's a problem, one day, one of the people can just walk out and you're saying, oh my God, what happened? I didn't even know anything was wrong. Because some people deny there's anything wrong. They just don't even want to accept that there is, because as long as they don't accept there's a problem, they don't have to do anything. Waiting for it to burn so we can use the ashes. Well, let me ask you this, Ali. Why are you staying in that relationship? Why are you still there? We love each other and have a house and 2 kids, but has no more urge to keep growing. Okay, so that's, you wonder why. If you love each other, you have 2 kids, and you have a home, but you don't keep growing, then that is an issue, because then the relationship will become like in a rut. We'll get into a rut. You're still there because of drugs. Oh, you live for yourself. Yeah, sometimes that is the best way. But yeah, your relationships can get into ruts very easily. And one of the best ways to get out of a rut is to do something different. Get a babysitter. Go out on a date. Do something that you've never done before, and do something fun. I'm clinging to the fact that he's still finding himself because he had a sex change. Oh, okay. This was new information. I did not know this at all. So, did he go from a man to a woman? Is that what happened? Or from a woman to a man, Ali? Yeah, well, that changes the whole scenario. That's a big fact. Female to a man. Okay, so when you were originally with your partner was a woman, is that right? So you were originally with a woman, and then they decided to have to do a sex change. Now, impossible to trust someone who has cheated on after finding out it's possible. Oh, that's a great question. Okay, I'm gonna write that because that's a really good question. Learning to trust after there's been cheating, it is very difficult, but it is not impossible. There is hope. You have to find out why the person cheated. Was it a one-time thing? Did it last for months or years? Are they a serial cheater? Did they cheat with multiple people? Was your relationship in trouble? Hi, Cashman. Was your relationship in trouble to begin with, and they reached out to somebody else, and now they are willing to work? There have been many people whose relationships have been neglected. They turn to somebody else. They have an affair, and then they decide, the other person says, let's work on this, and they both work on it together. Bonjour. and they can make the relationship work at this point. Not easy, but very, very doable if both partners say, we made mistakes, we both made mistakes, and let's work. They cut all contact with the other person, and they try to understand what was the motivating. No, Nemo is not here today. What was the motivating factor that got them to trust another person and have an affair? There are reasons, and it's not necessarily a person who's just goes like a serial cheater that goes from everybody. There have been people that say, I made a horrible mistake. Let's work on this. Let's go find out what happened, and then please let's stay together and work it out. And they can work it out, and the marriage can become stronger than ever. Hot spice, it can happen. I'm telling you, it can happen. So, but it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work and desire on both parties, from both parties, to stay in it together. Okay, it does. So that's on that. Still waiting, Allie. I wanted to know, were they a female first when you met them, when you were dating them, and then they decided to have a sex change, or did you always know that they were going to have a sex change from the get-go? See, there's more to the story. I guess usually once a relationship happens, because maybe both parties aren't voicing out their, yeah, right. But sometimes the other party doesn't even care. And that's when you know you're in a one-sided relationship. If the other person doesn't even care, you try and you're making all the effort and you're getting nothing back. That's a one-sided relationship, and ask yourself, why are you even there? Okay? Okay. She actually, she wants to tell me what, but she won't say it out loud, so I can help her with that. Oh, okay. Well, you need to sit down together. He's 2 years into hormone replacement, and he started his sex change at 2 years after marriage. Okay. Okay. So you were married to a woman. Okay. You married a woman, and now he's turning into a man. That is a huge change in the relationship, unless you knew it was going to happen. If you knew that you're marrying a woman, but that it would eventually turn into, he would eventually turn into a man, apply to all relationships? No, I don't think so. So, Allie, did you want to be married to a woman, and now you're seeing that you're married to a man, or did you always know she was going to turn into a man, and you went in with your eyes open? Because that's a big change. So it's not something I wanted to walk away from. It's just difficult right now. Okay. All right. Then you hang in there. And it may be that you really do need help on this. You really do need some guidance. This is a huge change in somebody's life. This is not something that's just, boom, overnight, you're going to deal with it. No. So yeah, this is a big change. So definitely I recommend, and I would not just go to a regular therapist. I would go to someone who specializes in sex changes, because that's a whole different psychology. Okay. Hi, Eve. So when someone gets a chick, they can get to use to always only worry about themselves. Well, like I said, you need a specialist who deals with sex change and how it can affect the relationship they are in. So best of luck to that, but look for someone that specializes in that. Okay? So here's another one. You feel like you don't really know your partner. When you try to sit down and try to talk to them, you say all kinds of things about yourself. You are open, you share important information, but you get nothing back. They're just like a little blank slate there, like, and they don't share back. At that point, you are in a one-sided relationship. What are you doing there? Unless they are being very guarded because it's something that happened in their lives and maybe you want to give it a chance. What is going on there? Why aren't they opening up, and are they willing to even try or get some help to do that? Okay? So another one. Hi, Justin. Daddy Pop. Okay. Another one is other than the fact that you don't know them, you open up and you don't get anything back. Whenever you're out with the partner and your partner is very aloof, you find yourself making excuses for them. But I don't think it's our job to make them open up all the time. No, your boyfriend broke up with you, and what happened there? No, but Hot Spice, you want to be in a relationship with both people share, with both people talk to each other. Not just one person is doing all the talking, all the sharing, and the other person is just silent. That is not the way, because the only way that you can actually get to know someone is if they share with you too, okay? It's not going to be just a one-sided thing. You said I cried too much. Yes. How long were you with your boyfriend? Okay. You also, if you're in a one-sided relationship, you may just settle for here and there. You get a little moment of intimacy. 2 years. Okay. Give yourself about a year. Half the time, give yourself about a year. Don't follow them on social media. Kind of cut it off and give yourself some time to rediscover who you are without that person in your life. Okay? All right. So if you're just settling for little bits and pieces of intimacy, why? Why are you settling? Are you afraid that you're never going to get anybody else? Yeah, the little moments that you get that you think, oh, this is why I'm with this person, right? He's dating my brother now. Well, that sucks. That's all the best way I can say that sucks. And not a very nice brother. Okay. And the other one is when you get those little pockets of intimacy and you feel good, okay, but you're always like waiting, hanging for that moment. Oh, when am I gonna get it again? And that is kind of like the carrot dangling before you. People are selling themselves short for a small chance of romance. Yes, Hot Spice. You might be selling yourself short if you are in a relationship where it's all about trying to get that other person, and that other person is not responding to you. And I would ask, what are you getting from that relationship exactly? What are you getting? What keeps you there? Is it because you don't want to be alone? Is it because you don't think you're going to find somebody else? Is it because you think this is the best there is? What are the reasons for that? Okay? Well, Julie, I think you need to move on. Okay? You need to move on because obviously you're concentrating too much on your looks and thinking that is the only reason why aren't they with you, because you're so good looking. But maybe there are deeper problems in the relationship that you're not aware of, and you may want to ask her, what was it that made you leave me? I just want to know for future reference. Okay? So here's the other one that I wanted to bring up. You're not growing as a person. In an ideal relationship, you are both growing. You are both moving forward. And if you are in a relationship where that isn't happening, then there's something. Can I ask if a person doesn't provide an answer, it's okay to walk away? Well, give me more information on that. Hi, Dolphin. Yeah. Let me give me more information. Hi, Joe Blogs. I don't know what you mean about just walking away and not answering a question. I need more. Okay? So if you are not growing as a human being, I think the best relationships are the ones that make you grow as a person. That the things that they do make you expand. Okay? Okay, all right, Hood Bless. If you are expanding as an individual, you're growing with a person, you want to be with them, and they make you think, they make you, even if you have arguments, it's okay. If you're growing in that person, they're opening up, you're arguing as much as, if they're arguing, if they're not opening up, and you're arguing all the time, you have to say, I don't know where this relationship is going, but it doesn't feel like we are on the same page, and maybe we need to take some time away from each other and see if this is what we really want, because I want something else. And then say what you want to that person, because maybe that person doesn't even realize that you are looking for something different. All right? Oh, bonjour, bienvenue. Okay. So she said it was because of her kids, but I always had a good relationship with them. Oh, Well, we're never going to know. We're never going to really know. But maybe she found something in that other guy that she didn't think she could find in you. And not everybody is a good fit for everybody else. And does it hurt? Yes, it does, you know. Well, she thinks you're a gangster. Why does she think that, you know? Take time. They don't say you're pushing them because they think they don't need. Yeah, they don't say you're pushing them because they think they don't need time. I'm not sure I follow that, Allie. So, yeah, so if a person is not giving you what you need, you have to talk about it and say, this is not what I'm expecting from the relation. I'm expecting this. Can you give me that? And if they can't, then you need to walk away. Aloha from Hawaii, Angel. Oh my God, it has been forever since I've seen you here. So much has happened since the last time you were here. By the way, you guys, we got some time left, but if you haven't checked out my YouTube channel, please go ahead and check it out. It's Therapy Express with Rosanna, and I upload a video every single Friday, okay? Thank you, Paul. And this Friday, I'm going to give you 8 strategies to deal with anxiety. All right, Friday, I usually upload 7 a.m., 8 strategies to deal with anxiety. Any very different from Wednesday? Oh, okay. I wish I knew what this deal could ruin my reputation. Yeah, I don't know. Without her being here, I can't tell. Now, I saw my orders. I say my orders have been not delivered and I'm tired. Oh, I like that too, Allie. Yes. Customer service. Well, I guess that's one way to look at it because I was close with them. Well, obviously there's a reason why she left. And unless you know, I can't even, without her being here and me talking to her, there's nothing I can do. Anyway, so yeah, check out, yes, I have a new YouTube now. It's Therapy Express with Rosanna. I'm actually too shy away from getting 260 subscribers. Every Friday I upload, and I've done a lot of different topics already. I have about 25 videos. I've done a lot of topics. I do a lot of skits, which makes it very fun and entertaining. So coming up Friday, look for my next YouTube, and it's going to be on anxiety. Sometimes they can be. You're upset. If that's all, then walk away. Here's a free coupon for the next visit. Oh, that's funny. Well, yeah, you can say, I understand you're upset. Do you want to talk about it now, or do you want to make an appointment to talk about it later? You know, you could do that. So, yeah, go check it out and subscribe. Turn on your notifications. I want to grow my channel. I really want to stick with it. I'm having a lot of fun doing it, but it does take a lot of work. And I'm looking for support from everybody I can get. Family, friends, anybody I can get, I'm looking for support. So Therapy Express with Rosanna. Paul posted the link up there. And so anxiety, okay? Best way for a man to entice a woman to the sack. Thank you, Paul. So that's my YouTube channel there. So check it out. And give me your support and enjoy the videos, okay? Okay. Is a recovered narcissist, he stops his but it transformed his wound. Oh. Anxiety, yes. I'm going to give you 8 different strategies to deal with your anxiety when it starts coming on. So everyone should watch this. And about 40 million Americans suffer from anxiety. So there are a lot of people. If you can share this with as many people as you can, then do so. So anyway, any other questions? Yes, women love confident men, but not players. Women do not want players. They want someone who is honest and genuine and smart and funny, but not just trying to get them into the sack, as you call it. So I don't know what would get you into the sack, but and humility, to be humble, and not to be too cocky. Women don't like that, you know. Be kind and be honest and be funny. Women like funny men who are confident. And those are key factors in getting somebody. So that's what you want to get a woman. That's what you have to be. Okay. humorous, using humor, laughing at yourself, Have used book match breath to stop anxiety. Book match breath to stop anxiety in myself and others. Okay, so what's book matched? Tell me about that, Angel. That's not on my strategy list, but I want to hear about it because I could put it on another strategy list. Hi, T-May. That sounds very interesting. Book matched. I give 8 strategies, you guys. 8 that I'm going to list. Colleague flirting with me. My work colleague flirting with you. Okay, Brandon. Should men play hard to get? Why should men play at all? Why don't you start getting to know somebody and see where the relationship goes? Why play games? Just date somebody. Tell them what you're interested in. Are you interested in a relationship, or do you just want to just date? Okay. So, anyway, so those are basically a lot of the things that you can't. Well, work relationships are kind of a little bit hard because you never know what can happen. And if you work closely together and one of you decides, I don't want to date you anymore, awkward. Okay, so be careful with that. All right? All right. Women less interested in hanky-panky than men. Yeah, I think so. I think women are more, not all women, I'm not going to generalize, but I think more women are less interested in the hanky-panky of it. As you call it, the hanky-panky. Hi, Jeff. So, anywho, any questions? There's a lot of stuff that you guys asked, and they were all good questions. I appreciate that. You influence each breath so in and out. Oh, you influence each breath so in and out matches, but each pair can be different. Oh, okay. Well, I do talk. One of the strategies I mentioned on my YouTube for Friday is to do with breathing. Because that's very important to try to bring you back and interrupt that pattern of anxiety. So yes, that is one of the ones that I use. Not necessarily that book match what you're saying, but yes. I don't know, Fred. That's not even what I'm here about. What it's here about. And so that doesn't stay long in the moment. No, it doesn't last a long time. And I talk about panic attacks and how they affect people, and I talk about what to do if you get a panic attack. Okay, if you have a panic attack, I talk about that too, and about relabeling it. So you're just gonna have to watch on Friday. Watch my YouTube and tell your friends who have anxiety, because there are a lot of people who suffer from that, and it's good to have some skills, right? It could turn into depression. That's right. Has to put arms overhead to change breath. Oh, yeah, I didn't know about that one, Angel, but that makes sense. Anytime you put your arm, but I do talk about posture too, about opening up your chest. That's one of the strategies as well. Almost makes eye contact. Well, maybe she likes you, Brandon. All right. Any other questions? Lack of control causes stress. Yes, it does. And we all try to feel like we're in somewhat control, but it can cause a little bit of stress if you don't think you are in control. Yes, true. Arms overhead is for singing practice. I like that, though. I like the arms overhead, too. Anything that can interrupt the thoughts that you are having that are creating the anxiety or the panic attack are good. So I think that you'll find my 8 techniques useful. Watch on Friday. Subscribe to my channel, okay? Therapy Express with Rosanna. Paul already put the link there twice. Yes, lavender oil is very nice. And support me so I can grow my channel. And I'm going to keep coming up with good content and skits and all kinds of good videos for you guys. And then, don't forget the giveaway. I do a giveaway every single month. At the end of the month, I give away a free autographed copy of my book. If you subscribe to my channel, all you have to do is then in the box put, I want a chance to win the Healing Alphabet. And then you'll be entered in the giveaway. And the next giveaway is at the last Friday in January. Okay? The last Friday in January, in case you didn't know that. There have been 4 winners already. Thank you so much, Paul. Oh, thank you. Yes, we're looking forward to it. I will not be here on Wednesday, okay? I'm writing more books as we speak. I am definitely writing more books, yes. I'm doing a Healing Alphabet 2, and I'm also working currently on a young adult novel, okay? So yeah, so I'll see you guys next Friday. We'll step to your channel and you can do the live stream on your multicast with your. How do you do that, Angel? What do you mean? You can do a live stream on YouTube, multicast in with here. What does that mean? Tell me what that means. I want to try to do live stream on YouTube, but I need a lot more subscribers to do that, and I want to be able to take calls from people. Hi, Miles and Molly, but I think I need 1,000 subscribers to get to that point, and I am still far away from 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 258 right now, so I think I need 1,000, and then I can do live streaming, and people can call in with their questions, and I can answer them right on the spot on the YouTube. Okay, but I'm working. Everything's gonna be good. I'm working on new content, new skits, new everything for you guys coming up 2020. So watch Friday. Watch Friday for the anxiety video. All right. And I will be back here Friday for a regular Periscope. Wednesday is New Year's Day. Happy 2020. Happy New Year's to all of you. Thank you for all the new people who joined today. It's been a pleasure to get to know you a little bit and to share this day. Thank you for all my regulars. You guys are amazing, right? 22 years, caught wife having an emotional affair about 6 months ago. Find love again. Well, don't give up. If you've been married for 22 years, don't give up. Why was she having an emotional affair? Let's get to the root. Let's get to the root. This marriage can be saved, okay? There is a way to get out of this. 22 years is a big investment from your life. I wish we could talk more. I have one cat, actually. Well, you're generalizing again. Okay, Happy New Year Eve. And remember, go sign to my YouTube. All of you guys. And 23 Fleet, why don't you come back Friday and ask me that question? Because I really don't want to see you break up after 22 years. There's got to be a way to save that marriage. All right? Got to look at the reasons behind it. And maybe there's a way. There is a way, okay? Okay, be back on Friday then. And I'll see you guys here on Friday and hopefully on YouTube Friday. Leave comments and also leave some comments on topics that you'd like to see discussed also, okay? Unless your monogamy is the way. Well, some people aren't sure. Some people are and some people are not. It just depends on who you are as a person. All right, happy 2020, you guys. Thank you so much for being you. And I will look forward to seeing you on Friday. Both on YouTube and here, okay? All right, Happy New Year, guys. Bye.